In the wild rhythm of Hadza land, each day unfolds new stories between the people and the deep forest. Let's follow the Hadzabe and see what they hunt today, what they cook, and how they live in a place where everything stays connected to nature. Morning in Hadza land begins with small activities scattered across the camp. As the first sunlight touches the savanna, a few people sit near the ashes from the night before, gently bringing the fire back to life to prepare for the new day.
Makaka titao. Makaka ateko ayamanako.
Thin smoke rises, becoming the familiar signal that the morning has officially begun. In another corner, a small group shares the leftover wild fruits from the previous day. They snack and chat about simple, everyday topics, community life, the weather, fixing the shelters. These short conversations are also how they sense whether today will be a good day for hunting. Not far away is the tool repair area. Some turn their arrows under the light, checking the straightness or testing the bowstring's tension. Others reshape arrowheads or tighten loose bindings, small tasks, but all essential for the journey ahead. Another group prepares bags for wild fruits and gathering tools, because hunting isn't the only focus. A true Hadzabe day usually combines both hunting and foraging, so preparation always happens in parallel. Once these small tasks are done, without needing to look in any specific direction, they quietly walk out of camp along the path marked by footprints from previous days. There's no clear signal telling them it's time to leave. It simply happens when everyone feels awake enough, ready enough, as if the rhythm of the land itself guides them. And just like that, a new day for the Hadzabe begins with calmness, with small movements, and with the readiness to step into the forest where they'll find the next story waiting. Like if you can feel the fresh morning energy in the Hadzabe village. Once they've walked a good distance from camp, the Hadzabe hunting group begins to change their pace. The relaxed morning steps fade away. Instead, their focus sharpens on every movement in the sparse forest ahead. Each person has a specific role, and everyone knows exactly what part they're playing. They notice the tiny details that outsiders easily miss: a freshly broken twig, a patch of soil flipped in an unusual spot, or fine dust still floating in the air, all suggesting that an animal has just passed through. This is how they read the environment, not by relying on one fixed sign, but by seeing the small changes in the landscape as a whole. As they move deeper into the woods, they often stop by areas full of fruit-bearing trees or spots where small animals usually search for food. These are places they know intimately from a lifetime on this land. A few hunters break off slightly to check low bushes, while the others scan further ahead for any unusual movement. When they detect signs of a small animal, maybe a flock of ground birds looking for food or the quick shadow of a guinea fowl slipping into the brush, they never rush in. The Hadzabe value calmness. They circle wide, keep their distance, and choose the easiest angle of approach instead of charging straight in and disturbing the whole area. Their use of bow and arrow reflects the same philosophy. No rushing, no forcing a shot. They wait for the perfect moment when everything aligns, the right distance, the animal feeling unthreatened, and the ground steady enough to take a firm stance. Each arrow becomes the result of long observation rather than a sudden impulse. What's important is that the Hadzabe never aim to hunt as much as possible in one trip. If they sense the land isn't offering more that day, they'll change direction or simply decide to stop. It's how they maintain balance, taking only what they need, never more than the environment can regenerate. A Hadzabe hunt isn't a race for speed, it's a process of syncing with nature. Every decision they make comes from respect for the land, ensuring that tomorrow, the forest will still have enough to support new journeys. What lesson do you take from the Hadzabe hunting philosophy? Comment below. When the hunting team returns, what they bring back isn't just food. It's also the forest's offerings, seasonal fruits, the location of a new beehive, or a spot where the water is flowing stronger than usual. Every little resource has value and will be used in the days to come. In the preparing area, the rhythm of the village begins to shift. Some clear the cooking space, others gather dry firewood, and others separate the ingredients that spoil quickly so they can be handled first.
Why? If they come to spare, then you touch it and then they don't like it.
The daily meal changes with nature, because they always cook with whatever they manage to bring home. Sometimes it's a bit of meat, other times just baobab, honey, or wild roots. Cooking happens simply but with intention. The ingredients that need fast processing go straight onto the coals, while those meant to last longer are simmered slowly in a big pot with water and a few types of forest roots. The atmosphere isn't loud, but it's always moving. Someone adding wood, someone turning the meat, someone rinsing the tools, all woven together in a rhythm everyone understands. When the food is ready, it's split into small portions and different groups sit in circles to receive their share. There's no central dining spot. The meal spreads naturally with the flow of camp activities. Some eat right where they sit. Others leave their portion aside to enjoy when they're free. Their way of sharing food doesn't follow order or ceremony. It simply adapts to the needs of each moment. During the meal, no one needs to retell the events of the day. What each person does becomes the way knowledge is passed on. Someone shows the children how to choose the right wild roots. Someone else explains which vine can be used as rope. A few take out freshly repaired arrows and talk about why feathers must be replaced at the right time. These small moments, happening quietly beside the meal, are where their knowledge is shared most clearly. And in these quiet afternoons, you can see the deeper meaning of the Hadzabe way of life. Cooking isn't a ritual, sharing isn't a ceremony, hunting isn't an achievement. It's simply how they keep their community running smoothly and living sustainably with nature. It's a cycle that has stayed with them for thousands of years, and each meal is just a small slice of that story. A day in Hadzabe land always leaves a strange feeling behind, simple yet profound, ordinary but filled with things to think about. In Hadzabe land, it may feel completely normal to the people living it, but to those watching from afar, it opens up an entire world of its own. If you want to keep exploring these raw stories, the small yet meaningful moments in the daily life of the Hadzabe, make sure to hit subscribe and follow along with us.